Microsoft's own Phil Spencer says this is the best Xbox generation yet. Now, we have opinions on whether we agree or disagree, but what caused a comment like that?
Our best friend, all right? the best journalist is
Jason
ever.
Schreier of Kotaku.
Yeah, okay, all right. Nothing that I said before is right.
I don't know that guy.
He's a pretty shitty dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah. He says Microsoft clearly can't compete with Sony on exclusives. They should take the living room PC approach with Scorpio, succeed where Valve failed.
What does he even mean about that?
Does he talk like that?
I probably.
But the thing is,
That's an accurate rendition.
that's one tweet
We
I'm already
actually-
digging in because
Yeah.
Valve didn't necessarily fail. Like,
No.
okay, the Steam boxes weren't successes,
Yo,
but
dog.
the Steam boxes were a foray into the console world. So they're saying they're already a console. We should come full circle and
And be a
foray into
console.
the console world. What are they talking
No,
about?
This guy's a
what he
shitty
said
dude.
doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense.
No, it doesn't make any fucking
Yeah.
sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
Continue, please,
Okay.
because I like your narration.
So in the past 2 years, wait, what? Oh, past 2 years have really put an end to any PS4 versus Xbox debate. Not really a fair fight anymore. Scorpio needs to do something totally new.
One
play-
more.
Played a bunch of Horizon, and yep, it's great. Would be boring if it had guns, but sneaking and shooting robo dinos with the bow is a blast.
Wait, what the fuck is the difference between having a gun and having a bow?
I mean, I give him credit.
I'm
There's
just saying,
difference.
like, no, what I'm saying is, how is one like, oh, it's amazing, and this is fucking boring, man.
You're still shooting.
Well, I
things.
think he's just saying that if it had guns, it wouldn't be as novel as the bow, which is stupid because we just had Tomb Raider
Yeah,
and a bunch of other games that had bows in them. So it's like
Yeah.
I think
Far
it was
Cry?
2015 was like, or 2016 was like the year of the
I
bow.
think 2015
like
was.
2015. Yeah,
Yeah.
just
God,
everybody.
everything, Tomb Raider had a
Literally
bow.
every game had it in it. So
Yeah.
it's not like
Crisis had a bow.
Crisis. Yeah.
So
Oh, man, I missed it.
Phil Spencer comes out in pseudo responses because it wasn't
Yes.
in direct response to Jason Schreier.
No, it was in
uh,
response to the first thing.
And he comes out and says, "Well, this is the best generation of Xbox yet."
Yeah.
Now, when we take a second and we actually look back, is it?
Nah.
With sales, it has been.
Now, I've been very persistent in a lot of our content in saying that the Xbox One was still beating Xbox 360 internal like sales like metric points. Like it's still outpacing the 360. And I don't know if that's still true now, but I know like when I was saying it was. It's still breaking internal records. How could you call that a failure just because the PlayStation is selling more? So when he says it's the best Xbox generation,
It's a very subjective.
it's very
thing.
subjective.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
It also he doesn't go into detail what he means.
Are we
what
talking
is
about
the
sales?
best?
Or are we
Yeah.
talking about software?
It was-
Because if we're talking about software,
no
there's an
fucking
argument to be
way.
made here.
Well, I mean, he's got to be talking about sales because he's comparing it to PS4
But
as far as sales wise.
but this guy's also talking about Horizon.
yeah,
So he could be talking about software, is what I'm getting at. Because he's talking about a
Well,
game,
Jason's talking about
a
software.
Sony exclusive game, and Phil
Yeah,
is responding to a comment that
but one
included a
thing
Sony
is,
exclusive game.
one thing is quantifiable, one's not.
I mean, the software drives the hardware,
Right.
right? Like their whole point of this is to sell the Xbox and its accessories.
To his credit, he did talk about Xbox One S literally in the next sentence. So he probably talked
Now, the
about
Xbox One S,
He's talking about- he's probably
it
talking about
has
hardware.
has had a pretty successful
Right.
several months. I'll definitely say that for
Yeah.
sure. Especially piggybacking on, I mean, the Xbox One, you can say they haven't had a point that wasn't successful. They've been selling a lot,
Yeah.
just not as much as
They-
the PlayStation.
And their software has just been very lackluster. That's been my problem with my Xbox.
So they just
Okay.
canceled Scalebound,
They
but
canceled
we had
Scalebound.
Halo, we had
Halo did
Gears,
pretty well.
we
Halo
had
Wars.
a couple Forzas.
Couple Forzas.
Yeah.
Gears
Yeah.
didn't do as well as
Ori
they
and the Blind
thought they
Forest.
were going to.
Or in Force.
Ori's pretty
So good.
solid, but I feel like Ori didn't do enough to be like a Microsoft thing.
Right, it was on PC
It
as
was
well.
Right.
it was a new
But-
IP, and they didn't really market it in the beginning that
Right.
much.
Right.
Not
And then
until
when it
people
got
liked it.
critical, like
When I went
acclaim.
to PAX East the year that came out,
Yep.
Phil Spencer did a not Phil Spencer, sorry, Major Nelson did a meet and greet at the Microsoft store for the Ori and the Blind Forest launch, and that was the first time I'd heard of the game. So shame on me. But the game was coming out, and he's like, "I'm here to sign copies of fucking Ori and the Blind Forest."
Yeah,
I'm
I've
like,
been
what?
following it for a while since I saw the trailer, and I was like,
I
oh
had
my
not
God.
like I saw it when it came out, and David and I recorded a video in it, that was and that was like my first glimpse of the game, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I see why people like it, but it wasn't my cup of tea.
Right.
So it wasn't like I was like, oh my god, I need to play this game. So I didn't really
cup
follow.
of tea. Where the fuck's Cuphead at?
That game looks like
man,
shit.
I'm not
sorry.
even excited for
That
that
game
game.
looks
It
so
The
creeps me
game
out.
garbage.
looks awesome.
The
The animation
art-wise.
freaks me out. I've been
Looks
seeing
old.
I've been
That's the
seeing shit
point.
about Cuphead since like 2013.
That's
It's
true,
supposed
that's
to look like it's from the 30s. They
But
use 30s
it creeps me
technique.
out. It
But
creeps
it's-
me out.
It is no, I mean, no, that's awesome though. I like that.
Ah.
It's weird. And
Yeah.
It's new. It's like it looks old, but it's an original idea.
Like some of the shit in BioShock Infinite freaked me out because of just like the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like the older style, like Joe in the kitchen earlier, like cranking the camera. Like
Nothing
that,
wrong
like
with
that's what
cameras
I'm
like that,
seeing.
right?
Like it's oh.
they're having
Unnerving.
a
But
drought right now with software, and
Yeah.
I mean, eventually this stuff. I mean, I imagine the floodgates are going to open at some point
Yeah.
because there's a lot of things that.
Well,
are
what
in
do we
the
know
works.
that they have in the wings right now? They still have Crackdown waiting.
Crackdown 3. They have we know we're going to get a sequel to Halo, but it's probably going to be
Wow,
2018 holiday 2018.
We'll probably
Um,
see something about it at the C3.
probably
There's the
teaser.
another Master Chief in the desert with a cloak on him.
the small. There's probably going to be another Fable. I mean, that's
Really?
They're not,
The
You
studio's
think so?
gone.
so they own the
But
IP.
they own the IP. You're right.
Yeah, they're not gonna let go of that IP.
Just let Platinum do it, man. Just
Let Platinum do
Platinum
it.
make a Fable game. for them, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure Platinum's gonna be really excited to work
Perfect.
with
Platinum, I'm
Microsoft.
so sorry to attach you to Metroid Other M.
Absolutely.
I didn't mean to.
That was Team Ninja.
Team Ninja.
You're gonna get some nasty tweets from Platinum Games.
I love you, Platinum Games. Make a Star Wars game.
They have another Forza game coming out.
They're not EA, so they can't make Star Wars.
Two
anymore.
games I don't care about: Phantom Dust and Voodoo Vince. I don't really care about.
Fuck are those?
Phantom Dust is they're doing like a pseudo remaster of it. That was a
I remember. Okay.
and then
Yep.
Voodoo
Well,
Vince
I got
is
a funny story
old,
about that later,
Xbox title as well.
Yeah.
So they haven't done anything with the IP in a while.
No.
But there's rumors of a Perfect Dark game coming out.
See, I don't know if that franchise like strikes a chord with me after
Nope.
Perfect Dark Zero.
It's not even zero.
No, but it would be a reboot, and I think here's what my what's it called theory is. Perfect Dark was being worked on by Black Tusk Studios, and then they stopped working on it, and they renamed themselves the Coalition, and they finished the Gears of War 4 game.
Right.
My theory is that somebody else is still working on the existing Perfect Dark. They made the deal with Crystal Dynamics to get the Tomb Raider to fill in the void of their their portfolio.
Right.
I think Perfect Dark.
They
is
got the
supposed
1 year exclusive on it.
I think Perfect Dark is supposed to be that game
Okay.
when it comes out. That's an actual exclusive, not just a timed exclusive. If that makes any sense. And then you have a awesome, strong female protagonist. If they can make it like a Splinter Cell, Metal Gear type.
I really
game,
don't want them to sell the game that way. But go ahead.
No.
It's
I
like-
mean, they're probably not gonna say it as a selling point, but it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
As it's
No,
gonna be
no.
an unsaid thing.
The Tomb Raider games, I mean, they're good.
Yeah.
Right.
The most recent Tomb Raider games, and for all intents and purposes, you're talking about the timed exclusive. That's an exclusive because anyone who wanted to play that game has played it already. And then PlayStation gets it a couple years later, and maybe they sell a couple hundred
Tomb
thousand
Raider?
copies.
yeah,
Right.
I bought that shit on PC. I'm not gonna
Right.
lie.
Yeah,
exactly.
but we're
even
talking
still,
about
I had to
console
wait.
exclusive.
Because
Yeah, I
it's
agree.
you're
I
right,
agree.
but it's on a couple of platforms, so people have already played it. So when it comes to PlayStation, it's no longer a big deal. So that's an exclusive.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest though. I'm that guy that I don't care if a game that I'm playing on my preferred platform is exclusive to that platform, and I don't understand.
Well,
why
sure. I mean,
people-
I just want to play the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
So wait. So if something comes on Xbox, you don't care if it's exclusive to Xbox?
no, I don't care if you can play it on PS4. I don't. That's
Oh
not,
no,
yeah.
I've never understood that.
Yeah,
for,
like
why
people get like
yeah.
really butthurt over like, oh, like the whole Crash thing is like, oh, it might not be it might be a time exclusive. It might
Right.
not be, and it's like that's
Okay.
cool. More
Yeah.
people get to play it. That's good for the studio.
Yeah,
you
great.
know.
Titanfall.
Titanfall,
yeah.
When it originally came out, Titanfall 1.
How bad did
Fuck
that
Titanfall.
hurt?
I don't want to play that game. All the PS4 players. Fuck Titanfall. It looks stupid.
Yeah, Titanfall 2.
And Titanfall 2
coming out
came
on
out. They're
your
like, fuck yeah.
Wait.
Oh my god. I'm gonna play Titanfall.
Yeah. Like if Naughty Dog games were gonna be on,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a PS4, but Naughty Dog, they make awesome games.
Yeah, they do.
And I want to play them.
Yeah.
And if they end up being on PC later down the line, or I say PC, I'm never gonna play on PC. If they were gonna play, if there was gonna be on Xbox, I'd play it on Xbox. Never gonna happen, but I'm not upset that I can't play it.
Rick, what if we built you a PC?
I mean,
can we crowdsource?
Well, it's not a problem of. I just don't like the interface. I don't like sitting down at a desk. I mean,
take a look at Steam Big Picture Mode. Pretty cool. It's kind of set up almost like an Xbox.
No, yeah, and I get that.
Rick, I want to play video games with you. That's what this boils down to.
Is this an intervention?
Yes. That's what you thought. This was a YouTube video.
This isn't actually going on YouTube.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I mean, I guess it won't matter if I can.
I get what you're saying though. Look, if I'm going to play my PC, I sit down at my 24-inch monitor and I sit in my uncomfortable computer chair and I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to play an Xbox, I sit down on my couch, my comfortable couch. I kick my legs up and I go.
Yeah.
Now PC is slowly making its way into the living room. That's why Jason Schreier comes in and says something along the lines of, "They need to do what Valve failed to do." I'm like, they're already there. They're already in the living room. Microsoft is already in the living room. They don't need to do what Valve failed to do, which is get into the living room. They're already fucking there.
I mean, if anything, Microsoft is doing the other thing, is getting in front of the monitor, because they have like all this connectivity between like Xbox
Windows
and they've got the living room pretty. I mean, if you look at the 360 Xbox, Xbox One, like I think they got the living room pretty well found out there. I don't think they need to do that. But to say that this is they're having a good year, just in general. If you take both hardware, software,
good gen,
I think they've had a great gen.
I think the system is great. I think the gen like Xbox One as a whole,
underpowered here.
As far as mindshare, no, they're not having a good.
There's no way.
But people are still voting with their dollars. And the Xbox One S had a couple of months in a row where they were the top selling platform.
Right.
The Xbox One is not a failure. And the narrative that they're a failure and that Xbox needs to go back to the drawing, like Microsoft does not need to go back to the drawing board. They have a winning platform here, and they're about to launch Scorpio, whatever the fuck that is. Like if it's PS4 Pro or if it's the next gen, like regardless of whatever it is, they haven't failed.
Yeah.
And this idea that they have, it's asinine.
As far as it's only bad when you compare them in competition,
right?
But like in a vacuum, they're doing great,
right?
You know, so sure. I don't know. But that's just.
I think we can agree that this gen has been good for the industry.
Oh yeah.
In terms of sales and things like that. Now, I might say something that's kind of unpopular. I just wish the software would catch up.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's unpopular at all.
That might be a video for another time.
Yeah, I think everybody agrees that the software has not been where it should be.
Lacking. But tell us what you think in the comments. Is this the best Xbox gen ever, or is it not?
They're gonna say no.
Tell me what you want. Maybe they won't say anything at all.
Rick wrong.
Tell me what you want. In the meantime, we appreciate the feedback. Pop that subscribe button if you haven't already. We really appreciate your support, and we will see you next time.
I'm gonna clap.
Microsoft's own Phil Spencer. This motherfucker's laughing.
Why is he?
I gotta start again.
He's laughing at me because I made a stupid.
What'd I do?
I made a stupid face. I didn't think he would see it because I thought it would be funny to be at the beginning of the video.
Fuck.
God damn it!
Just make it again.
No, I'm not gonna do it again.
All right.
All right, ready?
1, 2.
Who counts up?
No one counts up.
All right. Here you go.
You still count.
No. Here you goes. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Microsoft's own Phil Spencer says this is the best. Fuck.
It's like we have scripts. We don't have them.
I'm making shit up. I'm doing it live. Okay.
All right. Are we doing this again?
We're gonna try.
3, 2, 1.
I'm sorry.
What was that?
I'm so sorry. I wasn't even thinking. Like in my head, I was laughing so hard, and then I inhaled, and like that was me just exhaling.
I thought you were just really pissed that we were about to start.
No.
All right.
Mama,
3, 2, 1.
This is useless. I was about to go.
Why?
All right.
Ready to go.
All right, ready.
All right.
Okay.